So, Painted Van, this is my favorite, one of my favorite TTB stores. This is a brand called Painted Van, and on the cover of it, on the label, it has this, VW van. It says WDSTCK. And every time you, any wine has to go through the federal government to be approved, the label, and they check all the legal stuff, and then they make sure that it's not offensive and all those other things. So they rejected it.
Yeah, because they didn't know what it meant.
They go, what does this mean? So I wrote back Woodstock. They go, oh, okay. Anyway, this is Cabernet.
Yes, Cabernet Sauvignon from, deep down in the dungeons of Paso, Robles.
What a complex...
Where wine was stored without the knowledge of those who own it or made it for probably 6-7 years. And one of the typical crazy story about the wine business.
Well, this is important because I had an interesting conversation with a reporter recently. So these wines were, the winery picks the grapes. They have to pick them. They planted them, and they make all the wine they need for themselves, and they end up with extra. And typically they'll just sell it, the juice, to another winery to blend in or whatever they're going to do with it. In this case, the guy just bottled everything and said, well, we're going to sell everything under our brand, and then what's left we'll put in Shiners, which is a non-labeled bottle, and then it sat there. And fortunately for us, because it aged incredibly well and gracefully as heck, and here we have this beautiful Cabernet from 2013, which would normally cost you $20.
$20 would be a bargain.
So
I mean, really,
yeah, it would be.
I mean, it really would.
You get it for $12.99 here, but it's like
it's 2013.
You just want to keep smelling it.
It's got 5 years of age on it, but more importantly, 5 years of age sounds good, but if it's not a great wine going into the bottle, it's not going to be any greater coming out because it stayed there for 5 years. But when a wine is picked from really good vineyards, and it's from a really good area, and they do a good job making it, and they age it for 5 years, and we're not talking about aging it in your living room. We're talking about aging it in the cellar from the day it was bottled until it delivered to the Wine of the Month Club. You can't make those kinds of things yourself. That's just all there is to it. So
you can't find them yourself.
You really can't. So at this point, you're just going, this is unbelievable.
It's so complex. And the fruit's so elegant.
What this wine...
Paso usually is like really pungent.
What this wine really is balanced. From
really
beginning to end, it's all there. There's no spikes. There's no divots. They're just boom. It should be.
Which means that it was balanced when they bottle it. Because if you bottle an unbalanced wine, it gets more unbalanced as the time goes on because of acid or fruit or whatever the problem is. In this case, after 5 years, it's absolutely still totally balanced.
It's absolutely perfect.
It's really good. So it's a 98 for me for $20 cash.
Can I give it 100?